Animal Empire, Mary here from Animal Empire, and today we're going to be talking about how to make chickens love with you, how to bond with them. And today we're specifically going to be looking more at adult chickens because there's a lot of information out there about how to bond with baby chicks. But with my flock and with several of my friends' flocks, they find it easier to bond with them once they're already moved out to the coop and they're a little bit older.
Alright guys, so while watching this video, I want you to keep in mind that chickens are prey animals. They may not act like a dog, and bonding with them does take time. It takes a while to get them to love you, and it's not going to happen overnight.
Alright, so today we're going to be covering the 5 ways you can bond with your chickens. Now, the first way is going to be bribery.
So when I say bribery, I mean feeding your chickens. You can give them table scraps, you can hand feed scratch, you can hand feed feed. A lot of people even hand feed grass, and chickens go crazy over it. This is a bell pepper, so my chickens are not as excited about it, but this would still work.
The next way that you can bond with your chickens is by becoming their rooster. So what I mean by that, bribery is part of this too, hand feeding them. Another thing you can do is you can hold them. Now, they might be scared when you catch them and pick them up. Eventually, it'll just, if you convince them you're the rooster, it'll just come to where you put your hand on their back, you walk up to them, put your hand above their back, and they're gonna squat down because they're gonna think you're the rooster. So then you just put your hand down and you lift them up. Now, some of my hens like to be held different ways. See, this is not Cloudy. This is Cloudy, and this is not the position she likes. The position that she likes is like this. You're actually a good example. So she likes to be held like this, and she's much better behaved like that for me on a regular basis. Now, this way might be a little more messy if you're worried about them pooping on you, but some hens like to be held like this. I have quite a few that like this position. This is my Cochin hen, Bertha, and she prefers to be held like this. She'll sit and I'll hold her the other way and she's fine, but I find that she does better when I'm holding her like this. Okay, so another way that you can convince your chickens that you're a part of their flock is you can dig around like this. Because there's going to be, if you give them scratch, there's going to be scratch on the ground. There's going to be worms and bugs and all kinds of stuff down there. So if you dig around, they'll start to approach. You can back up and let them come. But eventually, once you start digging around more often, your hens are going to see this. See, I've already got a bunch coming to me. They're going to see you as part of their flock because you're giving them somewhere to dig. You're showing them like, hey, this is a good digging spot, and anyway, it just encourages them to think that, hey, they're a part of our flock, because that's something that they do. Alright, so the next way that you can bond with your chickens is going to be to hypnotize them. Now, this is going to sound a little weird, but this works really well for me. I usually only do it once or twice. This is my hen that we just got. We named her Ophelia. We got her from a chicken auction. And she's not super comfortable with me yet. So we're going to do this. I haven't actually done this to her. So this will be a good example. So you're going to take their feet and you're going to, there we go. You're going to get them to lay down. Some chickens that are like super scared, I'm doing this in the coop because to her it's more of a safe feeling environment. We're going to take her head and we're just going to push. Alright, so don't push hard, but just get them to lower their head. And you're going to hold them here for, however long it takes. Sometimes this takes 15 seconds. Sometimes this takes 2 minutes. But you're just going to hold them there like this for a little while. And you can talk to them. You can be like, shh, 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 shh. You can say, it's okay, that's a good girl. But I usually only do this 2 or 3 times, and then I start to use my other methods. And watch this, okay? This is the cool part. So once you've had them lay down, they should lay there. Now, I've never done this to her, so I'm hoping she does, but hopefully, perfect. This is what's supposed to happen. They're supposed to just lay there. You can give them a couple strokes, And then you can just lift them up so that they know they can go. And sure enough, they're gonna lay back down because they're comfortable with you now. Now I say that, and that might be true with some hens, and some hens you may have to do it more times. I even know of people that do this like 10 times to their chickens. I usually only do it once or twice or 3 times to each one. That was the first time I actually hypnotized her. So you just do it however much your hen needs, really. Alright guys, so the last way is going to be to just do all of it. Spend time in your coop and, you know, do all of the methods. Hold them, hypnotize them, convince them that you're the rooster, bribe them with treats. Just do all of the above, and sometimes that works. There are a lot of people, you can go. There are a lot of people out there. You want to go too? Okay, you ready? There are a lot of people out there who tell you to do just one method. All you gotta do is bribe your chickens and they'll love you. That might be true, but for my chickens, it works to just kind of do all of the above. Just do everything, just a little bit of everything. And I feel like that is probably the most effective method, is just to do everything. So anyway, that brings us to the end of today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you can be notified every single time we make a new video. Thanks for watching. Peace out.